Welcome to CanFit Pro's Fundamentals of Nutrition, the foundation of nutrition education. In this section, section 4 of 10, we'll be looking at macronutrients, specifically proteins. Let's look at the purpose and function of proteins. The word proteins is derived from the Greek word proteos, meaning of the first order. Proteins are found in all plant and animal cells. Second to water, protein makes up the largest percentage of material in the human body. Proteins are made up of 21 different amino acids, which can be considered the building blocks of all the proteins in our bodies. The human body requires 9 essential amino acids, so named because the body cannot produce them and will deteriorate as a result of lacking them. The body can produce the remaining 12 non-essential amino acids. In this first table, the 9 essential amino acids, phenylalanine, valine, threonine, tryptophan, isoleucine, methionine, histidine, leucine, and lysine, are the 9 essential amino acids and can be remembered, if necessary, using the acronym Private Tim Hall. Those are the letters that make up those 9 essential amino acids. In the next table, the 12 non-essential amino acids include alanine, arginine, asparagine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamic acid, glutamine, glycine, proline, selenocysteine, serine, and tyrosine. So why do you need protein? Well, firstly, growth and repair of body tissues. Proteins provide the structural matrix for many body tissues, including muscles, tendons, ligaments, skin, hair, and nails. Secondly, the formation of components necessary for bodily function. These include antibodies, used by the immune system to fight infection; enzymes, used to control many chemical processes of the body, including digestion and energy metabolism; blood proteins. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin, a substance that carries oxygen throughout the body. While heme is the non-protein component of blood, globin is the protein component of it. Lipoproteins, found in blood plasma, transport fat and protein particles that move cholesterol throughout the body. Hormones. These transport signals from one cell or gland to another part of the body. And finally, sensory receptors, used for sight, hearing, and smell. Thirdly, protein can be used for energy. This is a secondary function of protein and is to provide energy when carbohydrates and fats are not available in adequate amounts. This usually occurs during starvation mode, when a person consumes a very low energy diet or is involved in extended physical activity. Protein contributes approximately 4% of our energy requirements at any given time. So how much protein do you need? 10 to 40% of total calories should come from protein in order to maintain good health. 1 gram of protein contains approximately 4 calories. The average individual requires approximately 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, with requirements increasing to as much as 1.8 grams per kilogram for some individuals, for example, endurance athletes and bodybuilders. This would be approximately 62 to 139 grams per day for a 77 kilogram or 170 pound person. Let's look at underconsumption. If you're trying to add muscle mass and not eating enough protein, your workout efforts will be futile. As well, without enough protein, your nails won't grow well, you'll likely have dull or brittle hair, and you may suffer from headaches. You require protein for the repair and renewal of all body tissues. Overconsumption. Eating too much protein can be just as harmful as not eating enough. Unlike fat and carbohydrates, your body cannot store protein with the exception of a small amount of amino acids. Consuming too much protein may lead to kidney and liver stress, dehydration, and mineral loss. There are 2 types of proteins, complete and incomplete. Complete proteins are proteins that contain all 9 essential amino acids in proper proportions. Animal sources include eggs, meat, poultry, fish, and dairy products, while plant sources include quinoa, amaranth, chia seeds, spirulina, and sprouted lentils. Incomplete proteins are proteins that are missing 1 or more essential amino acids or have unbalanced amounts of amino acids. Food sources, plant foods including grains, for example rice, legumes, for example beans, peas, or raw lentils, nuts and seeds would be some of those foods that have incomplete proteins. You can improve the quality of food with incomplete proteins by eating that food, for example rice, with another food, for example beans, that contains the missing or limited amino acids. Matching foods to create complete proteins is called complementing proteins, and as you can see from the diagram at the right, you can see which foods can be combined to create the right combination of amino acids to provide the protein that your body needs. The ones indicated with orange arrows, for example grains and seeds, dairy or leafy vegetables with seeds, or leafy vegetables and legumes, are good combinations, while the combinations indicated with the blue arrows are even better. So for example, grains with leafy vegetables, seeds with legumes, or grains with legumes. Regardless of the source, it is best to choose certified organic products whenever possible, primarily to reduce exposure to toxins such as pesticides. Some animal sources of proteins would include beef, wild game, wild fish or shellfish, eggs, pork, chicken, turkey, or dairy, just to name a few. Some vegetarian sources, which would need to be combined to be complete, would include chili made with a variety of legumes and vegetables, mushroom and mixed nuts burgers, hummus, which is a Mediterranean spread made from chickpeas served with whole grain pitas, salad with nuts, seeds, chickpeas, or mixed beans and quinoa salad, split pea or bean soup, or for example, you could add lentils to a stir fry instead of meat. Let's look at the digestion of proteins. The mechanical and chemical process of digesting proteins into amino acids takes place through most of the digestive tract. In the mouth, initial mechanical breakdown begins. In the stomach's acidic juices, proteins begin chemical digestion. In the small intestine's alkaline environment, chemical digestion continues with the aid of additional enzymes. Once broken down, the amino acids are brought to the liver, where they are reassembled into other proteins required by the body. Any undigested proteins will be excreted through defecation. In the next section, we'll be looking at additional macronutrients, specifically carbohydrates. For more information on this program or on CanFit Pro, please visit www.canfitpro.com or call us at 1-800-667-5622. Until next time, take care and stay fit.